We're sitting in the car with the engine turned off. The air is getting thin and the sorry is soft. You're looking at your hands like there's something new, while I'm looking at the life I'm about to lose with you. You say the magic's gone, but the respect is still there, like that's a consolation for the ice in the air. You reach across the console to pat my knee and suggest a demotion for you and for me. You wanna take the us and put it in a box, change out the heart, keep all the locks. You're talking about coffee and catching up soon, while I'm watching the crash of our honeymoon. How do we go back to friends, back to the start where the story ends? How do I look at you and see a pal after being the one who knew your every shout? I can't unkiss the lips that I've known for years. I can't undry all those midnight tears. It's a bridge to a place that no longer exists, trying to find friendship in the smoke and the mist. Will you call me to tell me about the new girl you met? Will I have to pretend that I'm not drowning yet? We'll talk about the weather and the movies we've seen, and ignore the I love yous that are stuck in between. You wanna keep the good and just erase the best, but there's a gaping hole where you rick through my chest. A friend doesn't know how I taste when I cry. A friend isn't someone I'm scared to say goodbye. It's a polite way of leaving without the guilt, tearing down the palace that we both built. But I can't be your buddy, I can't be your mate, when I'm still the person who's staying up late, waiting for your text. That I've known for years. I can't undry all those midnight tears. It's a bridge to a place that no longer exists, trying to find friendship in the smoke and the mist. So don't ask me how I am next week. Don't look for the words that I can't speak. I'd rather be a stranger than a friend to a ghost, because losing you halfway is what hurts the most. No, we can't go back.
The clock stopped ticking at 2:45, but the silence is screaming out loud in me. I've memorized the patterns of the cracks on the ceiling, tracing the outlines of every numb feeling. The moon is a blade cutting through the blinds, searching for the pieces that I'll never find. I'm tangled in sheets that feel like a shroud, praying for sleep, but the ghosts are too proud. They say the dawn is just a heartbeat away, but I'm stuck in the part where the light turns to gray. The world is dreaming while I'm wide awake, counting the bones that you managed to break. And I'm sinking in the dark night of the soul, trying to find a center in this black light hole. There's no stars tonight, just the weight of your name, and a heart that's too heavy to jump back in the flame. It's a long way down when you got nowhere to land, holding on to nothing with a trembling hand. Just me in the shadows, losing control in the middle of the dark night of the soul. I reached for your side of the bed in the dark, but I only found the cold and a fading spark of the person I was before the eclipse, with your goodbye still burning the edge of my lips. The street lights are flickering, tired and old, like a story that's already been bought and sold. I'm a pilot without a horizon in sight, just a bird with a wing clipped by the night. Is there anyone out there, or am I just a sound of a tree in the forest that hits the cold ground? I'm shouting at God or the wind or the wall, waiting for someone to catch the free fall. Yeah, I'm sinking in the dark night of the soul, trying to find a center in this black light hole. There's no stars tonight, just the weight of your name, and a heart that's too heavy to jump back in the flame. It's a long way down when you got nowhere to land, holding on to nothing with a trembling hand. Just me in the shadows, losing control in the middle of the dark night of the soul. The sun's coming up, but it doesn't feel bright. It's just a different version of the same lonely night. Still dark in here, still dark.
I'm hovering over the select all key, with 1,000 moments staring back at me. That blurry selfie on the coast of Maine, and the video of us dancing in the rain. My thumb is shaking on the cold glass screen, looking at the life that used to be green. One tap to keep it, one tap to let go, but the memories of fire are moving too slow to stow. The cloud is full but my heart is empty. I've got digital ghosts in plenty. You're smiling there in a permanent frame, while I'm over here forgetting my name. And I'm about to delete without saving, and in the hunger and the constant craving, every I love you in a blue bubble text. Wipe from the screen so I can see what's next. But how do I format the drive in my head? How do I unhear the things that you said? It's a clean slate on the phone, but a scar on the soul, trying to find the pieces to make myself whole. One click and you're gone. Delete without saving, but the pain carries on. The recently deleted folder gives me 30 days to change my mind about our messy ways. But I don't want a safety net for this fall. I wanna wake up and not see you at all. Clearing the cache of the nights we stayed in, draining the poison from the bottom of the cup. No backup found, no restore from the past. Just the realization that we weren't built to last. Is there a trash bin for the way that you smell? A factory reset for this personal hell. I'm dragging our always into the dark, waiting for the screen to lose every spark. But the pain carries on. Are you sure you want to permanently delete? The prompt is a heart that skipped a beat. Yes. Confirm. Now the screen is just black, and there's no way to get the data back. Empty folder, empty room, empty me.
I left the latch loose, just a fraction of an inch, hoping the wind might mimic your hand. It's a quiet kind of torture, a slow motion flinch, waiting for a shadow to cross the floorboards and stand. The hinges are rusted from the salt in my eyes, and the hallway's a canyon, deep and wide. I'm still rehearsing my hello, was already decided to hide. Now there's nothing but echoes in an open door, bouncing off the walls where your pictures used to hang. I'm listening for a footstep that don't land anymore, and the silence hits harder than the way the metal rang. I'm a house with the lights on, but nobody is home, just a frame for the vacuum you left in the hall. Yeah, I'm shivering here in the draft all alone, chasing echoes in that open door. The neighbors walk by and they look the other way. They see the threshold where the welcome had died. I can't bring myself to close it, come what may, because closing it means admitting you lied. You said you'd be back before the jasmine would bloom. Now the petals are rotting on the porch outside, and the scent is just a visitor in every room, while I'm still waiting for the turning of the tide. Now there's nothing but echoes in an open door, bouncing off the walls where your pictures used to hang. I'm listening for a footstep that don't land anymore, and the silence hits harder than the way the metal rang. I'm a house with the lights on, but nobody's home, just a frame for the vacuum you left in the hall. Yeah, I'm shivering here in the draft all alone, chasing echoes in an open door. It's the sound of nothing that's deafening me, the scream of the space where you used to be. I'd rather the slamming, I'd rather the fight, than this wide open invitation to the night. So I'll leave it ajar, just a sliver of wood and a whole lot of scars still listening, still wishing for the sound of a key that isn't there, just the echoes and the cold empty air in the open door.
I'm digging through the drawers of a mind gone cold, trying to grip the stories that we haven't told. But the edges are frayed, the colors are pale, like a letter left out in the rain and the hail. I remember the kitchen, the way the light hit, but I'm losing the words that you used to knit into the silence when the day was through. I'm losing the me that was tangled in you. It's a slow motion robbery, a quiet thief stealing the joy and leaving the grief. I'm reaching for ghosts in a crowded hall, waiting for a name that I can't quite recall. And it's all just fading memories now, like a footprint in the sand or a broken vow. I can feel your warmth, but I can't see your face. You're becoming a shadow I can't quite embrace. Every always and forever is starting to blur, like a dream of a life that I'm not even sure was ever mine to hold or mine to keep. I'm losing you even when I'm not asleep. The scent of your perfume is a ghost on my skin, but I can't remember where the us would begin. Was it a Tuesday? Was the sky turning red? Or is that just a story I made up instead? Your laughter is echoing, a thin hollow sound, like a penny that's spinning on the cold hard ground. I'm terrified of the day I wake up and find nothing but dust in the bottom of the cup. I'm holding on tight till my knuckles turn white, fighting the dark for a spark of the light. But the more that I pull, the more that you slide, like a sunset that's desperate for somewhere to hide. And it's all just fading memories now, like a footprint in the sand or a broken vow. I can feel your warmth, but I can't see your face. You're becoming a shadow I can't quite embrace. Every always and forever is starting to blur, like a dream of a life that I'm not even sure was ever mine to hold or mine to keep. I'm losing you even when I'm not asleep. Wait, don't go. I still remember the way you know it's gone. Just a static hum where the music used to be. Just a blank page where you used to write me. I pass my reflection in the window today, and for a second I didn't know the face. Just a hollowed out version of who I used to be, before you took the parts that belonged to me. The coffee's still hot, but my
hands are like ice. I'm living a life I didn't choose twice. Walking through hallways, avoiding the glass, waiting for this version of me to pass. I'm a whisper in a room that used to be loud. I'm the silver lining that fell out of the cloud. I look in the mirror and I see right through the girl who was happy when they were with you. Now I'm just a ghost of myself, haunting these halls, tracing the shadows you left on the walls. I'm a memory fading, a soul out of breath. Loving you felt like a beautiful death. I'm reaching for someone who isn't there anymore, the me that you loved before you walked out the door. Now I'm just wandering, looking for help, trying to find the ghost of myself. I wear your old sweater just to feel the weight of a version of us that wasn't left to fade. But the scent is all gone and the fabric is thin, just like the skin that I'm shivering in. I go to the places where we used to hide, but I'm just a spectator, stuck on the side, watching the world move in colors so bright, while I'm stuck in shades of a permanent night. They say time heals all, but time is a thief. It stole my identity and left me with grief. I trade every tomorrow just to get back the then, when I felt like a person and not a has-been. Now I'm just a ghost of myself, haunting these halls, tracing the shadows you left on the walls. I'm a memory faded, a soul out of breath. Loving you felt like a beautiful death. I'm reaching for someone who isn't there anymore, the me that you loved before you walked out the door. Now I'm just wandering, looking for help, trying to find the ghost of myself. I'm flickering out like a candle in the rain, just a silhouette of someone who'll never be the same. I miss who I was before I lost you. I woke up and checked the date on my phone.
The screen felt like ice and I felt so alone. The calendar's mocking that look in your eye. From the morning you told me a beautiful lie. I bought two of everything, habit or hope. Still tied to the end of a frayed silver rope. The sun is too bright for a morning this black. It's been 365 days of you not coming back. I should have thrown out the flowers by now. I should have forgotten our ever after vow. But the clock on the wall hasn't moved since that day. It's frozen in time since you drifted away. Happy heartbreak to me. It's been 1 year today since the color in everything faded to gray. I'm lighting a candle for a love that is dead, replaying the I love yous we both should have said. It's the day that the music went quiet and still, the anniversary of a heart losing its will. Yeah, I'm celebrating the holes in my chest. It's my heartbreak anniversary, and I'm failing the test. I walk past the park where we carved out our names, but the wood has grown over and nothing's the same. The bench is still there, but the paint's peeling off, like the way that you left when the weather got rough. I'm wearing the shirt that you said was your favorite, tasting the grief, and I'm forced to just savor it. Everyone says I should go out and bloom, but I'm throwing a party for one in this room. No cake and no ribbons, just tears on the floor, just the sound of my heart hitting closed at the door. I thought I'd be better, I thought I'd be free, but this date is a ghost that won't let go of me. To me, it's been 1 year today since the color in everything faded to gray. I'm lighting a candle for a love that is dead, replaying the I love yous we both should have said. It's the day that the music went quiet and still, the anniversary of a heart losing its will. Yeah, I'm celebrating the holes in my chest. It's my heartbreak anniversary, and I'm failing the test. Maybe next year I'll blow out the light. Maybe next year I'll sleep through the night. But today I'm just a year older in the pain. Happy anniversary to the way you said my name.
Walking through the hallway, avoiding the creaks. Like if I'm quiet enough, the silence still speaks. Your coat is still hanging on the hook by the door, a heavy reminder you don't live here no more. The kitchen is cold and the kettle is dry. The walls are all stained with the ghost of a lie. I'm living in rooms that are built out of glass, watching the shadows of everything pass. I should've moved out when the lock started sticking, but I'm trapped in the sound of the clock that's still ticking, counting the minutes since you were last home, in a castle of silver that's turned into stone. Now I'm just a tenant in a house of memories, shaking the branches of dead winter trees. Every corner's a trigger, every doorway's a trap. I'm tracing the lines of a faded out map. The roof is still leaking, the tears that I cry, in a place where forever came here to die. I'm locked in the attic with the ghost of your keys, just a prisoner in this house of memories. There's a dent in the pillow on your side of the bed, and a million I miss yous I haven't yet said. I try to paint over the blue in the hall, but your laughter is echoing deep in the wall. I'm sweeping up dust that was once our big plans, with trembling knees and with hollowed out hands. They tell me to leave, but I'm scared of the air, where I can't smell your scent or feel you were there. Break down the windows, tear out the floor. I can't stand to look at that shut bedroom door. But if I demolish this place where we grew, I'll have nowhere left to be lonely for you. Yeah, I'm just a tenant in a house of memories, shaking the branches of dead winter trees. Every corner's a trigger, every doorway's a trap. I'm tracing the lines of a faded out map. The roof is still leaking, the tears that I cry, in a place where forever came here to die. I'm locked in the attic with the ghost of your keys, just a prisoner here in this house of memories. The lights are all flickering, the foundation is weak, but I'm still here waiting for the floorboards to speak. Welcome home to the memory of you. Sound of a door softly click. You're sitting there across the kitchen table, tracing circles in the dust with your thumb, talking about growth and being stable, while I'm just sitting here perfectly numb. You say we've outgrown the skin we were in, like we're just shedding a coat for the fall. You're wearing that let's be friends kind of grin, like you didn't just wreck it all. And you're waiting for to say that I'm fine and I'm finally free. But my throat is a desert, my chest is a cage, and you're already turning the page. You say no hard feelings, like it's easy to do, like I didn't give every heartbeat to you. How can there be no feelings when my world is in shorts, when you're playing it safe and I played all my cards? It's a polite little phrase to keep your conscience clean, to whitewash the damage and the space in between. But no hard feelings is the hardest lie, when you're the one leaving, I'm the one who died. You're packing the books we were supposed to read, dividing the life that we built on a whim. I'm watching the earth slowly start to recede, while you're learning how to sink or to swim. You want a clean break, no blood on the floor, a graceful exit, a quiet goodbye. But there's a ghost standing guard at the door, asking me how I'm supposed to not cry. No hard feelings means you don't want the blame, you don't want to flinch when you hear my name. But I've got a bruise where your promise used to stay, and it's turning a darker shade of purple today. Say no hard feelings, like it's easy to do, like I didn't give every heartbeat to you. How can there be no feelings when my world is in shorts, when you're playing it safe and I played all my cards? It's a polite little phrase to keep your conscience clean, to whitewash the damage and the space in between. But no hard feelings is the hardest lie, when you're the one leaving and I'm the one who died. So go ahead, walk out the door, tell yourself we're even and nothing is sore. I'll stay here with the heart and the feelings alone, in a house that's just wood and some cold heavy stone. No hard feelings, just a heart that stopped feeling at all.
I'm staring at the reservation for two, but the waiter only brought one glass of water. I keep shifting my phone, checking the view, like you're just running late, like it doesn't even matter. The candle is flickering, losing its fight, and I'm rehearsing the things I'll never get to say. The restaurant is humming with life tonight, while I'm just a ghost watching us fade away. And there's an empty chair across from me where your laughter used to belong. Now it's just a space where our heart used to be before everything went so wrong. I'm holding my breath till the shadows go cold. In a room full of people, I'm the only one beat, just a story that ended before it was told. Staring at the ghost in the last seat. The silver is cold and the wine tastes like dust. I remember when silence felt like a song. Now it's a ceiling that's covered in rust, and I'm realizing I've stayed here too long. I saw a girl walk in with a coat just like yours, and for a second my heart jumped the tracks. But she didn't stop, she just walked through the doors, and I realized that goodbye means you're not coming back. Maybe I'll leave the tab open, maybe I'll wait till they turn out the lights. Crumpled napkins and promises broken are the only things keeping me company tonight. Across from me where your laughter used to belong. Now it's just a space where our heart used to be before everything went so wrong. I'm holding my breath till the shadows go cold. In a room full of people, I'm the only one beat, just a story that ended before it was told. Staring at the ghost in the last seat. Check is signed, the code is on, but I'm still looking back, because as long as I stay, you're not really gone. Yeah, I'm still sitting in the last seat. still reach out when the sun starts breaking, to the spot where the sheets are flat and cold. It's a habit I'm having trouble shaking, like a story that I never wanted told. I leave the light on in the hallway, just in case you're standing at the door. But the silence has a cruel way of reminding me you don't live here anymore. Now there's too much room in this master suite, and the air in here has never felt so dead. I'm sleeping on the edge to keep it neat, on the empty, quiet left side of the bed. That's the space where your laughter used to echo, where I used to rest my heavy, tired head. Now I'm just a ghost who can't let go of the ghost on the left side of the bed. I found your hair tie on the nightstand, next to the book you never got to finish. It's like a desert in this wasteland, watching every memory diminish. I tried to move your pillow to the middle to see if I could find a little peace, but the math of us is a broken riddle, and the aching in my chest won't ever cease. Yeah, there's too much room in this master suite, and the air in here has never felt so dead. I'm sleeping on the edge to keep it neat, on the empty, quiet left side of the bed. That's the space where your laughter used to echo, where I used to rest my heavy, tired head. Now I'm just a ghost who can't let go of the ghost on the left side of the bed. They say that time is supposed to be the healer, but time is just a thief that's stealing years. And every night the shadows just get realer as I wash away the fabric with my tears. So I'll stay here on the right side, staring at the wall, praying that I'll see you in my sleep. But it's a long way to fall when you're losing what you keep, just an empty space, the left side of the bed. Yeah, it's just cold sheets now, just cold sheets.
The rain is is falling softly now, like the pain I never spoke aloud. Your footsteps echo in my mind, a love I lost but still can't find. Every drop reminds me of the promises we made. Somewhere in the silence, your memory starts to fade. My tears fall like yesterday when you walked away so quietly. I try to hide the hurt inside, but it keeps coming back to me. My heart breaks in the same old way. My tears fall like yesterday. Your shadow stays within these walls, a silent ghost that never falls. I light a candle just to see the part of you that's left in me. I keep replaying moments we swore would never end, but time can change the strongest love into a stranger once a friend. My tears fall like yesterday when you walked away so quietly. I try to hide the hurt inside, but it keeps coming back to me. My heart breaks in the same old way. My tears fall like yesterday. If I could turn the rain to sun, I'd go back to when we were one. But memories are all I hold, and they grow heavy when nights get cold. My tears fall like yesterday, even though you're miles away. I whisper your name to the rain, hoping you feel the same. Though time keeps pulling you from me, my tears fall endlessly. We once knew love so pure, so bright. Now shadows fall, we lost the light. Words unspoken, hearts unsure, a quiet distance we can't cure. I reach for you, you pull away. I'm trapped in this in-between day, lost between us. We fade apart, two beating hearts in the dark. I still remember what we were. Now I'm lost in the space of her. Moments linger, memories sting, the laughter gone, the pain it brings. I wish I knew the way to stay, but love has gone, it slipped away. Lost between us,
we used to talk till morning light. Now we barely say goodnight. Your voice feels distant every day, like love is slowly fading away. I try to hold what's left of us, but broken hearts don't trust. When love fades away, what's left to say? Two hearts lost, gone astray. I still stay, and you turn away. That's how love fades away. Picture smile, but we don't anymore. We're strangers like we were before. I feel you leaving piece by piece, This quiet pain will never cease. I try to hold what's left of us, but broken hearts don't trust. When love fades away, tears remain, promises washed down in pain. I'm still here, you couldn't stay. That's how love fades away. That's how love fades away.
We used to talk until the sunrise. Now silence fills the empty nights. Your voice once felt like home to me, but now it's just a memory. I replay every moment, trying to see the signs. Maybe love was slipping while we pretended we were fine. Where did we go wrong? I've been asking for so long. Our hearts were beating close, but now the rhythm's gone. We were holding on too tight to something my darkest days, but now it feels so far away. I search for you in crowded streets, but all I find are memories. Maybe we were fighting for love that couldn't stay. Maybe we were hurting in words we couldn't say. Where did we go wrong? I've been asking for so long. Our hearts were beating close, but now the rhythm's gone. We were holding on too tight to something broken inside. standing in the center of a crowded train, with 1,000 different voices pouring in like rain. But the static in my head is the only sound I hear, a hollow kind of ringing that gets louder when you're near. Or where you should have been, standing by my side. Now there's nowhere left for a broken heart to hide. I've got a ticket to a city I've never seen, but I'm just a ghost in a suit of evergreen. I can change the scenery, I can change the view, I could fly across the ocean just to lose the thought of you. But the baggage that I'm carrying doesn't fit in the bin. It's the heavy kind of hollow that I'm living in. So wherever I go, I'm alone in a neon-lit cathedral, or a house that's not a home. I can walk 1,000 miles, I can cross a different zone, but I'm still just a king on a cardboard throne. The mountains don't know me, the canyons don't care. I'm just a silhouette gasping for air. It's a different sky, but the same shade of blue. Wherever I go, I'm alone without you. I sat at a bar in a town with no name, and the stranger next to me felt exactly the same. We shared a few words over whiskey and ice, but I couldn't find the me that used to be nice. I look at the map and I point to a spot, thinking maybe the code will help me forget what I'm not. But the me that you broke follows close like a tail, a shadow that's heavy, a ship with no sail. There's no way far enough to get clean, there's no new beginning for what's in between. I'm a map with no legend, a compass that's spun, running from everything, but I've already won the prize of the lonely, the gift of the stray, taking my sadness to a new state today. Yeah, wherever I go, I'm alone in a neon-lit cathedral, or a house that's not a home. I can walk 1,000 miles, I can cross a different zone, but I'm still just a king on a cardboard throne. The mountains don't know me, the canyons don't care. I'm just a silhouette gasping for air. It's a different sky, but the same shade of blue. Wherever I go, I'm alone without you. Check in at 7, check out at 9. Tell the concierge that I'm doing just fine, but the room is too big and the silence is loud. Just another face lost in the cloud, alone. Wherever I go, footsteps, sound of a distant suitcase. I'm staring at the calendar like it's a prison wall, watching the leaves forget how it felt to fall. The clock in the hall is a steady cruel beat, measuring the distance between us on the street. I'm wearing the sweater that still smells like your house, in a room that's so quiet I can hear a mouse. I'm scrolling through pictures till my eyes start to burn, trying to find a bridge that I didn't burn. The future is a mountain I don't want to climb. The present is a desert, just wasting my time. I'm looking in the rear view, hands tied on the looking at the map of the years we spent, tracing the lines of everywhere we went. There's a jagged little corner where the pavement ends, where we stopped being lovers and started being friends. I knew the engine was smoking, I saw the red light, but I kept my foot down in the middle of the night, ignoring the signs saying dead end ahead, choosing the thorns for the sake of the bad. The GPS is silent, the signal is gone. I'm standing in a field at the break of the dawn, looking back at the tracks in the mud and the clay of the beautiful disaster that led us astray. You were the wrong turn I love, the detour I crave, a heavenly wreck and a beautiful grave. I'd drive off that cliff 1,000 times more just to feel your hand on the handle of the door. It wasn't the destination, it was the crash, the lightning that turned all my Sundays to ash. Yeah, my heart is a wreck and the engine is shoved, but you're still the wrong turn I love. My mother told me don't go down that street, but the shadows were cool and the trouble was sweet. I traded my compass for the heat of your skin, and I'd do it all over just to let you back in. Now I'm walking home with my shoes in my hand, in a town where nobody can quite understand why I'm smiling through tears at a smoking remains of a love that was nothing but fire and chains. Of a right means a life without feeling the sting, then I'll take the wrong in the hell that you bring, because the straight and the narrow is a lonely old road, and I'd rather be broken than carry no load. You were the wrong turn I love, the detour I crave, a heavenly wreck and a beautiful grave. I'd drive off that cliff 1,000 times more just to feel your hand in the handle of the door. It wasn't the destination, it was the crash, the lightning that turned all my Sundays to ash. Yeah, my heart is a wreck and the engine is shoved, but you're still the wrong turn I loved. I'm still on the shoulder, watching the smoke rise, remembering the way the stars looked in your eyes. Best mistake I ever made. Yeah, I'd take that turn again every single time. The wrong turn, my favorite turn.
Blue light is bleeding through my tired eyes, while the rest of the world is telling soft lies. In their sleep, in their dreams, where everything's fine, but I'm still here tracing a jagged old line. I've typed out a novel, then deleted the page. A prisoner pacing the digital cage. The cursor is blinking, a heartbeat wide, in the dead silent center of a Tuesday night. I know that your phone is on Do Not Disturb, but I'm losing my grip on every last word. It's the hour of truth or the hour of shame, when the only thing burning is your ghost in your name. These are my 2 a.m. apologies, sent from my heart on its trembling knees. I'm sorry for the silence, I'm sorry for the noise, I'm sorry we broke all our favorite toys. It's too late to fix it, it's too late to try, but the moon is too heavy and so is the sky. Just a send button away from a total collapse, falling through the hours and the memory gaps. Do you wake up and wonder if I'm still awake? Or did you learn how to bend so you wouldn't break? I'm sorry I couldn't be the person you saw when we were the sun and we didn't have a flaw. Now I'm apologizing to the walls and the floor, to the shadow of you that's not there anymore. It's a desperate confession to a dull tone. The hardest kind of sorry is the one said alone. If I hit send, will you see it at dawn? Will you feel a small sting once the darkness is gone? Or am I just shouting at a star that went out? A heart full of static and a soul full of doubt. These are my 2 a.m. apologies, sent from my heart on its trembling knees. I'm sorry for the silence, I'm sorry for the noise, I'm sorry we broke all our favorite toys. It's too late to fix it, it's too late to try, but the moon is too heavy and so is the sky. Just a send button away from a total collapse, falling through the hours and the memory gaps. So what? 202, still staring at a screen that doesn't lead to you. Maybe I'll just leave it in the drafts tonight. Maybe sorry doesn't make it right. Sleep tight, I'm still sorry.
I'm standing in the kitchen, staring at the floor, waiting for the sound of your key inside the door. But the house is just a shell, and the air is getting thin. I don't know where the me ends and the ghost of us begins. I reached to change the radio, but I stopped halfway there, 'cause I can't find a melody that doesn't feel unfair. The world is moving forward, spinning fast and free, but I'm stuck in the static of a broken memory. The stars are in the same place, the moon is just as bright, but there's a different kind of darkness in the middle of the night. I'm a compass with no needle, a ship without a shore. I don't know who I'm supposed to be anymore, and I'm lost without you, drifting in the gray, trying to find a reason just to make it through the day. Every road I take is empty, every light is turning red. I'm living in the silence of the things we never said. I'm a shadow in the hallway, I'm a heartbeat out of time, looking for a mountain that I'll never get to climb. Yeah, the map is in my hand, but the ink is bleeding through. I'm just lost without you. I went to buy your favorite tea, I forgot for just a breath that a sudden kind of goodbye is a quiet kind of death. I saw a stranger laugh, and it sounded just like yours, and I almost called your name through the department store doors. But then the cold hits my chest, and the reality sets in, and I'm back at the beginning, wondering where to begin. Is there a place for the lonely? Is there a home for the stray? Or do we just keep wandering till the color fades away? They say that time is a healer, but time is just a wall. And I'm tired of the waiting, and I'm tired of the fall. I trade every tomorrow for a yesterday with you, just to have a single moment where the world felt true. 'Cause I'm lost without you, drifting in the gray, trying to find a reason just to make it through the day. Every road I take is empty, every light is turning red. I'm living in the silence of the things we never say. I'm a shadow in the hallway, tracks are covered in snow. I'm right where you left me, but I've got nowhere to go. Just lost, so lost. We're sitting in the driveway with the engine humming low. Both of us are searching for the guts to let it go. Your eyes are on the dashboard, mine are on the rain. We've run out of the energy to even explain the pain. I could reach across the seat and beg for one more night, but we've used up every candle and we've lost the will to fight. The air is heavy, thick with things we'll never get to say, as we watch the last 5 years slowly start to drift away. No screaming matches, no slamming of the door, just the quiet realization we don't fit here anymore. It's the loudest kind of static, the coldest kind of fire, the sound of two people retiring the desire. And it's a silent goodbye, a breath held in the dark, the final tiny flicker of a dying little spark. We're ending with a whimper, not a thunder or a crash, just a pile of cold wood where we used to have the ash. No, I hate you, no, I'm sorry, just a nod and a sigh underneath the heavy weight of a silent goodbye. You're gathering your keys, I'm gathering my pride. Both of us are hollowed out and empty deep inside. I wanna tell you that I'll miss the way you take your tea, but the words are stuck in traffic somewhere deep inside of me. You put your hand upon the latch, you pause for just a beat, and the silence is a mountain sitting there between the seats. If I spoke, I'd break in pieces. If you stayed, you'd only rust. So we're letting all our always turn to ordinary dust. Sometimes the end is in a battlefield or a scene. Sometimes it's just the space that's growing in between. A slow motion movie where the sound has been cut out. then goodbye. The door clicks shut, the taillights fade, and the quiet is the price for the love that we made. Not a word, not a sign, just the world keeping spinning while mine hits the ground. I didn't know the sun could look so ugly on the floor, or that the dust would settle differently beside the door. I watched your taillights bleed into the gray of 5 a.m. while I was left here picking up the us and making them. The coffee in your mug went cold, a circle on the wood. I thought about washing it, but I don't think I should. The bed is still unmade, a messy map of where we lay before the world turned inside out and colors washed away. The neighbors went to work like it was just a Tuesday morning, like the sky hadn't fallen without a single second's warning. And I'm standing in the hallway, paralyzed and blue, in the first few minutes of a life without you. The day you left, the clock just gave up on the wall. I learned how loud it sounds when a heart begins to fall. It wasn't like the movies, no rain or violence, just the quiet, hollow terror of where the end begins. I'm a ghost in my own kitchen, I'm a stranger in my skin, losing every battle that I thought we're gonna win. Everything is broken and nothing's left to heft in the wreckage of the silence on the day you left. I found your spare key hiding in the bowl beside the mail, a tiny piece of silver that makes my breathing start to fail. I almost called your mother, then I remembered we're done. I'm a moon that's lost the orbit of its only shining sun. The grocery list is useless now, I'm crossing out the wine, 'cause ours is just a word that's been divided into mine. I walked into the grocery store and had to turn around, because the buy one get one free just put me in the ground. They say the time is linear, but I'm stuck in a loop, watching you walk down the drive, your shoulders in a stoop. If I could freeze the second before you turn the key, I'd tell you all the things that would have kept you here with me. The day you left, the clock just gave up on the wall. I learned how loud it sounds when a heart begins to fall. It wasn't like the movies, no rain or violins, just the quiet, hollow terror of where the end begins. I'm a ghost in my own kitchen, I'm a stranger in my skin, losing every battle that I thought we're gonna win. Everything is broken and nothing's left to heft in the wreckage of the silence on the day you left. So to come here, your lights are off, the house is bigger than it was. I'm still here, waiting for the why and the because, but the calendar is turning, and I'm still on Tuesday, the day you